EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First down, Allen. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
Tampa Bay. Here we go.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. And some room to run now. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 16 more on that one and another first down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Allen, this into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And a Buccaneer first down.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard
pick. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 2nd down, Freeman. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Freeman, the ball carrier.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
Freeman.
Give them the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
2nd and 3 from the 9.
9-yard line.
Here's a quick throw out wide to Dorsett. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Philip Dorsett with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Falcons nothing. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Play action. Now Jackson. Buying time to his left. He'll run it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
At the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
44-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Marlon Mack, his first carry of the game. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
At the 41.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his...
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Albert Rosa set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Philip Dorsett by himself. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Complete.
Philip Dorsett with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
Makes the score.
Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
25 yards that time.
And at the 50-yard line.
We got three, fellas. We got three.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
He was tackled.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson, he ducks this off to Mack. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And Jackson throwing once more. He completes this one to Mack. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry.
Jackson's
a gain of 6 there on 1st. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
First down.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. Dumps this one off to Mack. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson flushed out right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Curtis Samuel, the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Here's Mack. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Marlon Mack, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And his kick is good.
That ties the game at 14. Albrecht Rosas.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Jackson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Jackson tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
On 3rd down, Jackson dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Under the category of obvious, you hate giving up a 1st down on 3rd and long. And somehow he finds his way downfield and picks it up.
If you look at the coverage defensively, oh, this is great, but no one accounted for him at the quarterback spot.
At some point, you actually have to tackle it and get him on the ground short of the 1st down marker.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
From the gun, Jackson eluding the pressure right. And He's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson steps away to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Jackson from the shotgun. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again.
And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On first down, they'll start out with Mack. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
45-yard line.
On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the Bucs 46-yard line.
2nd and 11 now. Operating from the gun, Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Jackson.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. With 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Wide receiver.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
The Falcons on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Jackson. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
Different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
On 2nd down and 4, Jackson winds up and lets it go for Samuel. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Falcons. Curtis Samuel, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Is good.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And this will make it into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21-all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
It's a pickup of 3.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Allen's throw is complete.
Allen's pass complete to Tyreek Hill. An 8-yard pickup.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 7 yards, the pickup there.
40-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot him at the 44. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And a Buccaneer first down.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now Allen again. That's taken in by Callaway. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Tampa Bay.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Flush to his right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay.
Noah Fant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are going to take the lead.
Jason Sanders for the extra point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts.
21.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and they will take a 7-point lead. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Jackson on first down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you. If those guys even occupy a defender for even a half a second, then Lamar Jackson is gone. You've got to take those blockers and move them so that you have clear vision of Lamar Jackson, and hopefully you can hem him in.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Jackson going for it all. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. Third down here. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. Rosa's kick is good. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Third quarter starts with a run by Mack. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll go again here with Mack. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Well, so often now we're praising tight ends for their nimbleness and how they catch the ball downfield. But occasionally we get a reminder that tight ends, they've got that tough guy aspect too. How about him catching that short one there, shaking off tacklers, and turning that into an expansive gain downfield.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Geno Atkins able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 16. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down, and inside the 5-yard line.
They'll run here with Mack. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Brought down just shy of the goal line. A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Curtis Samuel taking it in. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
2nd down.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Allen going to throw. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal, trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
On the keeper. Incomplete on the throwaway.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here.
A 23-yard attempt.
Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. That was an intriguing call. You got a chip shot field goal. Tight game. Why not just take the 3?
I know that not all the old rules apply in today's NFL. And, in fact, I'd love to have an analytics coach here with us right now to say why that was probably a good play. I don't know that the analytics coach would have said that. That seemed like a bad play. Take the points there and move on.
Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15.
And it's 3rd down.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. From his end zone on 3rd and long, Allen. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. "21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Play action. It's Jackson. Open man is Samuel. Complete. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. That one complete to Hill. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Buccaneers.
Allen now on first down. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down, Tampa Bay.
On first down, Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun is Jones. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. From midfield, here's Allen. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jalen Johnson.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. Come up here on 1st and 10. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory.
The tackle made.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And his throw is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Jackson now to throw on 3rd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
1st and 10 and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
A gain of 12.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Good coverage there by Trayvon Mullen.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Allen. This is caught. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers have once again taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still ended up with a solid game.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He's picked off at his own 47. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
They'll take over.
Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. He sets up the screen to Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up.
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And down inside the 15 he goes.
It's a
10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Buccaneers.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Tampa Bay.
Devontae Freeman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the interception by the Bucs D leads to a touchdown.
Makes the score.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this carries into the end zone. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Complete.
A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so, and there's your end result right there.
Jones with a carry on first down, but I don't think he even made it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense all over that one. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again. Jackson. He completes this one to Mack. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Brings up 3rd.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Throwing is Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Past the 20.
In your face!
Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, 96 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze the throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, "Take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me."
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
That's good.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 34-yard line. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers.
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's looking all the more likely that a fifth straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 9-yard line. Tonight's
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Buccaneers, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, it's a loss that could wind up costing them a first-round bye as they did.